Hey, this is Heather, and you're watching RNRTV, where rock and roll is meant to go. And I'm sitting here with a Texas boy, vocals, Brandon here with Anchored. Hey, how's the tour going so far?
Amazing. It's been long haul, a lot of dates so far, not a lot of sleep, but that's rock and roll. And the guys in Saliva have been real nice to us. The guys in Since October have been awesome. And the crowds have been accepting us, which is extremely nice considering we're a new band. So it's been going really well.
And I was talking to you before we got on here, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about, they have an up-and-coming CD that's out, and he can tell you more, like when it's due to release.
Yep, it's called Listen to This. It'll have the first single, Dirty in Texas. That also, on the CD, it has the video. It's an enhanced CD, so you get both. But it comes out in the beginning of July, the hard copy in stores, and then on iTunes in like 2 weeks from now.
And how long did it take you to put together the whole CD?
You mean as like recording?
Recording, putting the songs together from start to finish. Have this been something?
2 months.
2 months.
That's it.
And
It took it 1 month to write it and three and a half weeks to record it.
And who else is in the group?
We got Matty Clark. He's our drummer. He was from a band called Bidwell. Lead guitar is B.G. Simpson. He was from a band called Waking Season. We have Joel Estes. He was from a band called Venture in Dallas. And Josh Franklin from Faction on bass.
And how did you guys all meet?
I knew Josh and Joel from the Dallas music scene. And then BG and Maddie were introduced to me by Wayman Boone, the singer for Splendor, who also produced the record.
And I got some background information that Vinnie Paul had suggested that you be a singer for a group, so that's a really big name to have associated.
No, are you kidding? No. No, I was the first guy they called out for Damage Plan to audition, and then he recommended me to Drowning Pool, and it just didn't work out, just simply for reasons that don't really need to be talked about, but it's because I looked too much like Dave, and so I just let the cat out of the bag. But Dave was a great man, God rest his soul. But we're still all friends, Drowning Pool, and now Vinny's in Hell Yeah. So go check out those guys. Vinny's like the ultimate. He's a legend,
Yes,
you know.
Absolutely is. But how did you end up getting in his mind? I mean, have you been in this industry for a while that he would say, "Hey, I know this dude"?
Basically, it was like the movie Rockstar, where, and I'm serious. I was in a band called Carb. And Vinny came out and saw a show, and then the next thing I know, his security guard came out and was like, "Hey, Vinny wants to talk to you," and I was just like, and then the next thing I knew, I mean, they came to another show, kind of like doing trial periods, seeing if I could do it, and then I went to Dimebag's house. We did some recording, and he was up to his crazy stuff that he always used to do, recipes, but basically, it was just a local guy that they came out and saw, and they liked the voice.
Your music now, I've gotten to listen to it a little bit, and it's pretty much on the rock and roll side. But the names that you throw around are definitely metal. So are you influenced by metal? Have you played metal before?
That was what I always did. I was in a band called Advent. I don't know if anybody out there ever heard of us, but we were more like the Breaking Benjamin, Deftones, Pantera, metal type band. And, Vinnie Paul is like the metal drummer of all time, So, no, but definitely. I mean, my other band was way metal influenced. I just wanted to I've always wanted to do an album like this where it's Southern and it's feel good. And there's not mosh pits. There's tits, but there's not mosh pits. And people dance, and have a good time. And, I mean, there might be some bar fights and stuff, but it's good, wholesome rock. Like, I call it Texas rock.
And where did you do the videos at?
The video was it was shot in Dallas, Fort Worth, Denton, and like just little surrounding areas. Like the football stadium in the video is actually a high school football stadium, which shows you how much Texas loves football, considering that we have the Cowboys, America's team. But, I mean, it was a bit, just when you see the video, you'll see it. It's gigantic. I mean, it's like a 45,000 seat football stadium. But we wanted to encompass everything that Texas stands for. you know, like the Cadillac with the long horns. You know, just now we actually had 6 Gauge from Daisy of Love is the referee. Everybody's been asking if it's Jesse James. It's not Jesse James. It's 6 Gauge from Rock of Love. Yep. But he's Dallas based as well. So we just wanted to have, you know, Texas be shown because it has a lot of heart and soul. And we're honored to even write like a anthem type song for a state like that.
And how did you get involved with going on tour for Saliva? Was it the label that asked you, or was it Saliva that you know someone in the group, or how did it all get started?
It was all Live Nation, which we feel extremely blessed to get to work with the biggest promotional company in the world. And Luke Danilon, got to throw a shout out to him. He's the man, and we feel blessed because I mean we got our shot, and so hopefully everybody continues to dig what we're doing.
Well, go ahead and check the video out and tune in for more when the CD comes out this spring. Hey, this is Heather, and we are back with Anchored, and they just got done performing live, and they are absolutely from Texas because it was definitely a southern twang in there. How do you feel the crowd is responding to your music so far?
Awesome. I mean, like I said earlier, that crowd, yet again, they sang Dirty in Texas, which doesn't matter where you're from. You have pride for your state, and it's kind of cool when people actually sing about another state. So you were there, you saw it.
Yeah,
they were all
cool.
singing.
It was
good times.
Yep. Cool. And did you want to give your website a plug?
Yep. The main website is www.getanchored.com. But you can also go on the MySpace, which is myspace.com/anchored music. It has the video link for the YouTube page, and those are the two main ones.
Yeah, and I noticed that the guitar playing, that there was definitely a southern twang to it. Is there any other type of music that he played before?
He was in basically the same type of music that I was doing before. You know, like the Breaking Benjamin, kind of like, you know, new metal type stuff. And I mean, he lives in Kentucky. I live in
Kentucky, the twang.
Yeah,
That's
and I live in Denton, which is, you know, just a sub of Dallas. But we're country boys, and now it's time to at least have some fun, like doing southern rock, you know.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time, and the young girls were definitely digging it.
And we dig them.
I'm sure you do.
I like to dig in them.